You think your breakfast is healthy, but it might be forcing your kidneys to work overtime every single morning. Bacon, sausages, orange juice, bananas, packaged sweets sound familiar. These foods won't destroy you overnight. They do something worse. They slowly grind you down. You feel heavier, more tired, swelling shows up. Blood pressure creeps up. Lab numbers start drifting. And only when a doctor says, "Your kidneys are weak," do you panic. Let me be blunt. Waiting for disaster before you change is a weak move. Your kidneys are your body's filter. If you make that filter process trash first thing in the morning, day after day, it will eventually clog. And the most painful part, many people are still eating for health with the exact foods that stress the kidneys the most. Here's the good news. You don't need a perfect diet or a miserable life. You don't have to flip your entire routine overnight. You only need to replace 1 or 2 breakfasts a few times per week consistently. That's how you reduce the toxic load, lower acid stress, protect kidney blood flow, and still have enough energy to function like a normal human. In this video, I'll show you 3 kidney-friendly breakfast choices explained with real mechanisms, not vague advice. Oatmeal with berries supports gut health, lowers uremic toxins, and reduces pressure on your kidneys. Egg white omelet, high-quality protein with less waste, low phosphorus, and low potassium. Low sodium toast with unsalted natural nut butter, clean energy, better sodium control, and heart support, and heart plus kidneys are deeply connected. I'm going to keep it practical, why each option helps, how to eat it the right way, and the common mistakes that make people think they're doing healthy while actually making things worse. If you want me to make a follow-up video on 5 breakfast foods to avoid when your kidneys are weak, comment kidney below. The more comments I see, the more I know you actually need it. Now let's jump into dish Hasson. It sounds simple, but the mechanism is powerful. Dish Hasson oatmeal with berries. Sounds basic, right? Oatmeal with some blueberries or strawberries. Nothing special. But this basic combo is exactly what your kidneys love, because it reduces the toxic workload. Your body usually dumps on them first thing in the morning. Let me break down the mechanism so you're not following random advice. When kidneys are struggling, it's not just about less salt or drink more water. What kidneys fear most is toxin buildup, acid load, and damage to the blood vessels feeding the kidneys. Oatmeal plus berries targets all 3. Gut protection. It sounds unrelated, but it's critical. Oats are rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. A healthier gut, those toxins enter the bloodstream and force the kidneys to filter harder. If your kidneys are already weak, that's a brutal workload. Oatmeal helps reduce the trash at the source, so kidneys don't suffer as much. Lower acid load, giving kidneys room to breathe. Many savory breakfasts like bacon, sausage, salty cheese often create a high acid load. Weak kidneys struggle to eliminate excess acid. Result: fatigue, heaviness, and potentially faster kidney decline. Oatmeal and berries are closer to neutral, so they don't push your body into a strong acidic state. In simple terms, it lets your kidneys rest instead of forcing them to grind from the morning. Protecting blood vessels. Kidneys live on blood flow. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries are rich in anthocyanins, the pigments that also act as powerful antioxidants. They help blood vessels relax, improve kidney blood flow, and reduce oxidative damage at the glomeruli, your filtration units. Kidney performance is heavily dependent on vascular health. If you care about kidneys but ignore blood vessels, you're doing it halfway. Mineral safety, a deal breaker. Mineral safety, a deal breaker for kidney issues. People with kidney problems often need to manage phosphorus and potassium. Oats contain phosphorus, but much of it is bound by phytic acid, so absorption is lower than inorganic phosphorus found in processed foods. Berries are also generally low in potassium, making them safer than bananas, avocados, or orange juice. How to do it right. Don't turn healthy into harmful life. Use plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats cooked with water or unsweetened plant milk. Add a small handful of berries, fresh or frozen. If you need sweetness, use cinnamon or a tiny bit of honey. Avoid sugary instant oatmeal and processed granola. Those are healthy costumes on junk. If you replace just 1-2 breakfasts per week, with this, your body will start feeling different. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Weak people need motivation. People who win need discipline. Dish #2. Egg white omelette. If you crave a high-protein breakfast that keeps you full but you don't want your kidneys working overtime, this is the smart move. Not because it's healthy, trendy, but because it reduces metabolic waste your kidneys must filter. Here's the blunt truth. Many people chase high-protein breakfasts through processed meats, salty cheese sausages, then wonder why blood pressure rises and lab numbers worsen. Weak kidneys plus salty phosphorus-heavy fatty foods equals gasoline on fire. Egg whites are the opposite, clean protein with a lighter load. High biological value protein equals better use, less waste. Protein metabolism creates urea, and more urea means more kidney filtering. Egg white protein is high quality. Your body uses most of it efficiently, producing less waste than many other protein sources. You keep muscle supporting protein without forcing the kidneys to grind. Skip the yolk equals remove most phosphorus. People with kidney issues are sensitive to excess phosphorus. It can pull calcium from bones and contribute to vascular stiffening. Most phosphorus sits in the yolk. Drop the yolk and you avoid a big chunk of trouble while keeping the high-quality protein in the whites. That's smart protein, not mindless stuffing. Low potassium equals safer for the heart. High blood potassium can trigger dangerous, irregular heartbeats. Many healthy breakfast staples like bananas, avocados, and orange juice are potassium-heavy. Egg whites are much lower in potassium, making them easier to fit into a potassium-limited plan. In other words, you're choosing the lower-risk option. Fat-free, cholesterol-free equals supports heart and kidneys. Heart problems worsen kidney issues, and kidney issues worsen the heart. They drag each other down. Egg whites are basically fat-free and cholesterol-free, so they don't add vascular strain like fried foods or processed meats. You're doing something crucial, keeping blood vessels cleaner so kidneys can keep functioning. Make it tasty while staying kidney-friendly. Cook 3-4 egg whites with bell peppers or onions. Season with pepper and dried herbs. Go light on salt. If you need flavor, use lemon or garlic powder. Avoid salty cheese and processed meats that defeats the whole purpose. Real talk. This isn't magic. It's a right habit that lowers kidney workload day by day. You don't need extremes. You need the right swap done consistently, and you need to stop fooling yourself with sounds healthy breakfasts that actually harm you. Dish hash 3. Toast with unsalted nut butter. This sounds Western, but it's actually a lifesaver for many people. With weak kidneys, it provides enough energy to prevent weakness, while avoiding common processed breakfast traps. But pay attention, the nut butter must be natural, unsalted, no added oil, and the bread should be low sodium. Do it wrong and you reverse the benefit. Prevent muscle breakdown. Low calories with kidney issues is self-sabotage. Many people hear kidney disease and go extreme, eating too little, fearing everything. That leads to low energy, and your body starts breaking down muscle for fuel, raising waste products like bun blood, urea, nitrogen. And who has to deal with that? Your kidneys. Natural nut butter provides energy-dense, healthy fats, so you get enough calories without loading up on heavy protein, reducing muscle breakdown. Sodium control, a make-or-break factor for kidneys. Damaged kidneys struggle to eliminate sodium, causing fluid retention, higher blood pressure, and faster kidney microvessel damage. That's why sodium-hidden breakfasts are dangerous. With unsalted nut butter plus low-sodium bread, your sodium intake drops dramatically, unlike commercial waffles, pastries, or innocent-looking snacks that are loaded with sodium. Lower phosphorus absorption than processed foods. People with kidney issues should fear inorganic phosphorus in processed foods because it's absorbed almost completely. In nuts, phosphorus is often bound to phytic acid, so absorption is significantly lower, meaning you still get nutrition without the kidney stress you'd get from processed meats, fast food, or commercial baked goods. Heart protection, strong heart, safer kidneys. Nut butter is rich in unsaturated fats. Think olive oil style, contains no cholesterol and usually less saturated fat than animal butter. Lard. Instead of salty butter, sausage, or deli meats, nut butter supports healthier vessels and reduces cardiovascular strain. When the heart pumps better, the kidneys get better blood supply. How to do it right so you don't enjoy it and regret it. Use 1-2 slices of low-sodium white bread or sourdough. Spread 1-2 tablespoons of nut butter, labeled unsalted and no added oil. Don't plaster it on thick. For flavor, add cinnamon or a few berries, lighter, lower potassium. Avoid nut butters with added sugar, salt, or oils. Read the label carefully. This is the kind of breakfast that's realistic and sustainable. You can stick to it without suffering. And most importantly, it helps you avoid the stupid loop, processed, salty, sugary breakfast fatigue, kidney stress, worse labs, panic. 1 out, start with the smallest lever breakfast. Notice the common thread across these 3 breakfasts. It's not healthy for the sake of aesthetics. It's because they reduce kidney workload through clear mechanisms, fewer gut-derived toxins, lower acid, load smarter, sodium, phosphorus, potassium control, and stronger blood vessel support for kidney blood flow. Weak kidneys don't need you to suffer. They need you to eat smarter. Let me repeat something people love to ignore. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just swap 1-2 breakfasts per week with one of these 3 options. That's it. The perfection addicts usually fail first because they go hard for 3 days and quit. Winners do less, but they do it consistently. Where are you right now? If your kidneys are already struggling or you're seeing warning signs like persistent fatigue, mild swelling, stubborn blood pressure, concerning labs, breakfast is the fastest lever to pull. Because breakfast is what you repeat the most. Repeat the wrong thing and kidneys pay the price. Repeat the right thing and kidneys finally get to breathe. I'm not promising some eat this and you're cured fantasy. Don't be naive. But here's the truth. If you stop processed salty, sugary breakfasts and replace them with kidney-friendly options, you're cutting off a major source of decline. It's not magic. It's the long game, and the long game is only for people who don't quit. Now do something simple this week. Pick one of the 3 meals and eat it at least twice. No overthinking. No excuses. Track how you feel. Less heavy, less thirsty, less fatigue. Treat it like a small personal experiment. If you want the next videos, top 7 kidney-damaging breakfasts people still eat daily, and a 7-day kidney-friendly breakfast menu, hit subscribe and comment 1 so I know you stayed till the end and you want the next part.